Welcome back. As students and staff celebrate the end of the school year, today marks a series of lasts for Midway ISD.
Yeah, News 10's Olivea Herzberg joins us live outside Speegleville Elementary. Olivia, it is the final time students will step off the bus and walk into this building as their elementary school.
Yeah, certainly a tough goodbye here at Speegleville Elementary, where just a few hours from now students will hop off those buses and walk through these halls for a final time, closing out a chapter that has been a part of this community for generations. Now, earlier this month, former students, staff, and families came back one more time, sharing photos and stories and looking back through more than 70 years of memories that live inside these walls. And back in March, Midway ISD board members unanimously voted to close Speegleville Elementary at the end of the school year. Superintendent Dr. Chris Allen said declining enrollment across the district and statewide, plus a lack of flexible funding from the state, left the district with few options and a growing financial pressure. And under the rezoning plan, 108 students will move to South Bosque Elementary, while 110 will be rezoned to Woodway Elementary. Dr. Allen says even as the doors close, the legacy of Speegleville Elementary won't.
That's the legacy of this place. It's not the walls, but it's what happened inside of them. And while this building's chapter is coming to a close, the care and the commitment that we've poured into each other, that cannot be contained.
Now, the district has not announced a final plan for this building, but they are hopeful that this campus will remain a part of the Speegleville community. Reporting live, I'm Olivea Herzberg for KWTX News 10.